do have our genus.
In September of 2015, scientists announced the discovery of a new species of human, complicating the human family tree and adding crucial information to the unfolding picture of human evolution.
What these discoveries are telling us is that there's a lot out there to be found. That we actually don't have the whole story of human evolution.
I mean, it looks like it might be a fragment of like the superorbital torus or something.
Oh my God.
The story behind the find is incredible. It started by happenstance when two cavers discovered a treasure trove of bones deep in a cave in South Africa. They brought the information to Lee Berger, a paleoanthropologist obsessed with filling the million-year gap on the human evolutionary tree between Lucy and Homo erectus. It was the find Berger had been waiting for.
The Homo naledi fossils are extraordinary in a wide variety of ways. We know they have the characters of an early member of the genus Homo. By comparing their morphology to other early hominids, we can see that we would place them right at the base of the lineage that leads to us.
Above ground, the fossils coalesced into a curious creature, primitive and apish from the waist up, with tiny brains and shoulders fit for climbing, but becoming more and more modern closer to the ground, with feet almost resembling our own. In the end, although this new ancestor is much closer to Homo erectus than the earlier Lucy, it's different enough to provisionally warrant a new species category in the Homo genus Homo naledi.
We've never seen a non-human that shares so many primitive and yet sometimes advanced characters. Tiny brain, curved fingers, but a generally human-like hand, long legs, and a human foot. We are looking at well over a dozen, in fact probably around 18 different individuals, representing all different age spans from near fetal age to senile individuals who were at the last stages of their lives.
The bones were found in a chamber named Dinaledi, also known as the Chamber of Stars. It is accessible only through a narrow chute almost 100 yards down from the cave entrance. How they got there is a mystery. The most plausible answer so far: bodies were dropped in from above. Hundreds of fossils have been recovered, most excavated from a pit a mere yard square. More fossils surely await. With funding from National Geographic, Berger, who is also a National Geographic Explorer in Residence, gathered some 60 scientists and set up an above-ground command center, a science tent, and a small village of sleeping and support tents. Local cavers helped thread 2 miles of communication and power cables down into the fossil chamber. Whatever was happening there could now be viewed by cameras with Berger and his team in the command center. Marina Elliott, then a graduate student at Simon Fraser University in British Columbia, was the first scientist down the chute.
I called National Geographic to put together an expedition, fast.
How are you getting inside?
The entrance is very, very difficult. To get to it, you have to move through a 7.5-inch slot, wiggling your way across sharp rocks before you drop into this remarkable little chamber. And the floor is quite literally comprised of parts of the bodies of these human ancestors.
Fixing that now on the team. Look at this. Whoa! Tell them they're a go to collect. All right. You got the fossil.
Without the technology used on the excavation, the discovery of a whole new species would not be possible. Cameras and computers made it so that the discovery was not only possible, but also safe. The face of Naledi changes human history. There has always been controversy between evolution versus creationism. Homo naledi has helped scientists fill the large gap in time between Lucy and Homo erectus and prove that Homo sapiens have evolved from primates.
What Naledi has taught us is that there is clearly more out there that we didn't know.